Good morning everybody. We're going to do a Luton overhead crossing is the plan with controlled airspace and then some VOR tracking with the Garmin software and possibly the autopilot on the way back after picking up my colleague. So the battery switch is on, the igniters go to enable, the area is clear right and clear left, fuel cutoff is off, throttle is closed. I'm just going to talk through it before I do it as we always teach to. I will push and release the start button, begin timers as well. I'll wait for the N1 to reach a minimum of 15% and check that the MGT stays below 150, which I'm sure it will on this start. If that's the case, the fuel is going to go fully into rich or on. We should have ignition within 3 seconds, and I'm going to monitor the MGT for the start limits. A few other bits and pieces as we go. So, last minute check, voltage is good, 26.5, nobody around. Throttle is closed, and we're starting. Fuel is in, and I'm watching the MGT now, 700 just about. Blades are turning, oil pressure is rising. I forgot to start the clock. M1 still accelerating nicely. I'm going to just keep my hand on the fuel cutoff till we get to self-sustaining around 65% of N1, which we now have. I'm going to put the mixture guard on the fuel cutoff. And check my checklist. Oil pressure I did, M1 stable. Fuel cutoff I did, ground power not used. I'm going to wait a minute before putting the generator on. And the reason for waiting before you put the generator on, just to let it cool down a little bit. Remember, it's just done its start procedure, so just let that starter Jenny cool down a little. So we're coming up to that minute. Generator on, just check the load of amps there. High initially, then reducing. In which case everything else could come on. At this point we check the lights, not forgetting the rotor brake light down by the key there, all are working. And I can start setting up a few bits on the avionics.
Golf Kilo India, request taxi to park. Golf Kilo India, taxi to parking.
Doors are closed and latch, front and rear not locked, however. Cyclic friction off, and do a hydraulic test, which is functioning as it should. You might note the autopilot lights are actually very dim, and that's because in daylight with the nav lights they're affected by the panel light dimmer, so I'm just going to turn that up to max, there we go, so we can see. In the meantime I'll do a SAS check. Beeps, lets me know it's disengaged, and that check is done. Friction back on the collective. So whilst this is coming on, I've got Elstree in Com1, Luton in standby.
Terrain, system test, okay.
That's exactly what I need. Check the low RPM horn, that works, friction on. We have had 1 minute idle. You see there's a few systems in here that all take a bit of time to get to grips with. 21 gallons an hour, fuel on board about 60.
Taxi via Bravo, 26 right hand, the QNH 1015.
1015, I've heard.
Right, QNH 1015, November 12, Papa Tank.
I'll go half, I think, today. No, I'll go full. If I'm using the VOR later. Let me just check the frequency for the one I want. I believe it's on 1375. Bovingdon, that's correct. So that's the one I'll be using later. Hopefully. I got my Sky Demon started over here. Can use the pilot aware for that.
Golf Oscar Yankee, runway 26, take off your discretion. The wind 270, gusting 25.
At my discretion, Golf.
Check the volume on Comp 2 in case I need it. And I'll go ahead and give the tower call. Airstream information, good morning. Helicopter Golf India Charlie Echo Lima. I'm requesting airfield information, radio check.
Helicopter Golf India Charlie Echo Lima. Good morning, your readability 5, fixed wing 26 right hand. The QNH 1015. Report ready to lift and cross.
Reading your 5s also, runway 26 right hand in use for the fixed wing. And QNH 1015 will go, Helicopter Echo Lima. Now I notice I put 1015 in, but it hasn't changed, so I'm just going to try that again.
Golf Zulu Lima, Airstream information. Pass your message.
As always the way.
However, just heard your wind gusting up to 25, so I think I'm going to return to one.
Well, I think that's 1015. For some reason it's showing standard, but
Roger.
oh no, let's get rid of that.
Got
1015.
25 at the moment.
There we go.
Yeah, it's increased like that a short while ago. So,
Okay, so 1 minute at idle we've had. Throttle's coming to slowly open, and while doing this I'm looking for around about 40% engine torque.
Golf Mr. Of the Farmer radar 132.800.
Golf Romeo Sierra
Let's reposition that
north
side.
exposed until 1400.
Roger, will maintain this frequency. Golf Mr.
Golf Romeo Sierra, Roger, the alternative.
Okay, throttle is full open.
550.
29.55.
I'm going to do an M1 decel check, so we're at just under 80. Throttle closed 1000 to 1000. That's well within the limits. That's just in case I do practice auto later with my colleague. Bring the throttle back to full. Again, target torque 40%.
Charlie India Yankee contacting London information now 124.6.
124.6.
Full throttle, don't need to beep it, it's just below 100, that'll be perfect as I lift up. Warning lights are all out, engine gauges are all within the normal. Amps over there as well. I'm going to go to temperature now, which is more important for later on. Friction's coming off. Everything's stowed. And there's just my sanity check, top to bottom. 0, 300 lights, RPMs, torque, T's and P's, comms, switches, backup comms, systems off, EOT off, and clear right, clear left, radio call. Helicopter Echo Lima ready to lift.
Helicopter Echo Lima, you are clear behind. Lift and full ready to cross.
Lift will go, Helicopter Echo Lima. Okay, push and hold, get SAS on, eyes out. And we're going to go and get ourselves to the hover. Retrim that SAS, have a look in, 100% on the RPMs, around 60% torque. MGT is 500 and N1 85 to 90. Clear left, turning right. Helicopter Echo Lima to cross.
Helicopter Echo Lima, cross runway 26, wind now 27016, gusting 25.
Crossing runway 26, copy the window, depart via route Alpha, Heli Echo Lima.
Roger.
Good luck, nobody coming, crossing the runway, airspeed is... notice the friction on this collective is not particularly good, so I'll just bear that in mind for future. Levelling off for the moment as we track the M1 north. All looking clear, what a lovely day. Hey guys. A bit bumpy maybe, so I'll beware of the 110 knot smooth air limit. I'm not worried about it yet. Right, now Luton airspace comes up pretty quickly, so I'm going to go ahead and try and change the radio frequency now. Helicopter Echo Lima, clear to the north, changing Luton 129.550.
Helicopter Echo Lima 12955, speak to you shortly.
En route, see you soon, bye. And I can actually do that off here. Transfer the frequency over, let's have a brief listen. What a beautiful day. I'm trying to think ahead a little bit. I might need Cranfield, but I'll sort out their frequency in a minute. For now, more important, I'll give Luton a call and continue my climb. I'm going to go to about 1400, I think, today.
71, turn right in 230 degrees, clear Dallas approach runway 26.
Turn right in 230 degrees, cleared out for 26, please go 4371.
Golf Uniform Papa to Signature airspace, again it's a basic service.
Basic service, Golf Uniform Papa.
Please go 437, if it helps you out, there's no speed restriction at the moment.
Copy, thanks 33, please go 4371.
Luton approach, helicopter Golf, India Charlie Echo Lima for zone transit.
Golf India Charlie Echo Lima, Luton Radar, remain outside controlled airspace, squawk 4673, the Luton QNH 1014.
Remaining outside, squawking 4673, QNH 1014, helicopter India Charlie Echo Lima. So I'm going ahead and get my 1014 on. I've got the squawk 4673 dialed in.
Golf India Charlie Echo Lima, pass your message.
Golf India Charlie Echo Lima, R66 1 on board out of Elstree en route to private landing site M1 junction 13. Just crossing the M25 and I'd like an overhead transit please at 1,500 feet.
Golf India Charlie Echo Lima, thank you. Identified as a basic service only outside controlled airspace. Confirm your level now for me.
Basic service outside 1,600, descending 1,500 Echo Lima.
Please go 4371, speed 165 knots, maintain until 5 miles.
That's just because I went a little bit over the altitude I was aiming for. I'll go ahead and get the altitude hold on.
Golf India Charlie Echo Lima, you are clear to enter Luton controlled airspace, VFR, north altitude 2,000 feet, initially hold at Hyde.
Clear to enter VFR, not above 2,000 to hold at Hyde, helicopter Echo Lima.
And Golf Echo Lima, confirms of VFR clearance.
Confirm VFR, Echo Lima.
Please go 4371 on short fire as you may see an R66 helicopter holding to south of the airfield to pass behind you, VFR, north altitude 2,000 feet.
So I'm going to set up a heading hold.
Please go 4371, contact the tower,
as well.
32.555.
And then Hyde is holding point, we're going to come up the motorway a bit further. So I've now got the autopilot doing altitude and heading hold. And I only missed that one bit on the read back the VFR clearance. Not too bad.
Golf Echo Lima, report when you have Luton Airport in sight.
I am already visual man, Golf Echo Lima.
And Golf Echo Lima, the traffic we're looking for is an Airbus 320, just approaching the 6 mile final for runway 26, 2,700 feet, report that traffic in sight.
Roger Wilco, helicopter Echo Lima. So I'm looking for something at 2,000 feet, about 6 miles.
Beautiful. Papa, report looking down at your private site.
Possibly obscured with the cloud at the moment. Got Luton Airport visual at about the 1 to 2 o'clock position. And I've lowered the engine torque a bit, 65, just to keep our speed down below 110 knots.
Golf Echo Lima, just enter short airspace for radar control service.
Radar control service, Golf Echo Lima.
And Golf Echo Lima, there's also departing traffic off runway 26, Global Express, be climbing through 11, then to west and then northbound.
Copy the traffic, Golf Echo Lima. Helicopter Echo Lima, ma'am, I have your departing and arriving traffic inside.
Golf Echo Lima, thank you. Remaining behind the landing Airbus 320, you're cleared to transit via the 26 threshold.
Remaining behind the landing Airbus via the 26 threshold, Helicopter Echo Lima. Just going to reduce the torque just a little bit more as the speed's just gradually creeping up. But Luton Airport now in front, the departing traffic has climbed away, just watching the arrival. I'm planning, hopefully, my flight to pass behind, nicely above. Departing traffic now in our 10 o'clock high. Just vacating. Need to come around right a little, just the threshold to the airport was a little
number is surely letting down.
further out than you think.
Capt 122.855, thanks.
Golf Unit Papa, Roger, squawk 7,000 for each change of people line.
7,000, okay.
Landing traffic now only about 100 yards to the threshold, so I'm well behind. Some kind of horrible interference on the RT today, just makes your life a little bit harder hearing people. Alright, little quiet spell. So let's think about planning ahead. Cranfield 122855. This I need done for later. 26 threshold, slightly further right. And that landing A320 is now nicely on the runway. It looks like a Wizz Air. Where he came from.
Golf Echo, Hotel can be performing some low-level details that may drop from your radar.
Golf Echo Tower remains a basic service.
Basic service, Golf Echo.
So just passing over the threshold of Luton Airport, off to our left. You see it on the screen here as well. That means I'm going to have a little bit of a left turn, because of course we've got strong crosswind out the west today. Track me up towards the next VRP of Offley. A bit more around as well. Let's set just about north. Work on the drift. Meanwhile, for later, what I'm going to try and do then is ident my VOR.
When you're ready, you can redirect towards the M1 junction 13. Just caution, you may just click the Dunstable Downs glider site, it is active.
I copy the glider site, Dunstable Downs, and we're ready, direct. Many thanks. Probably another mile or two before I turn, save the glider some space. You know, no harm going a little bit further, just to get the gliders some room along the ridge line here. That gives me a chance to volume. I don't hear anything. Okay, I'll worry about that a bit later. Let's turn left, sky's clear. Heading bug coming round. This will put me into wind, so my ground speed will drop. You can see a lot of flying this machine is about managing systems, but we've got to remember we're VFR, so good lookouts as well. Let's try this com volume again, nav volume. I'm sure there's another step to do. Right, nav down on the, forgotten the nav on the intercom box, so just have a good look around, make sure everything's 1500 feet, 100 knots, RPMs, T's, P's. Now the fuel, we're down to about a third of a tank. I've got a full auxiliary tank, so at some point later on I'll be switching that on to transfer the fuel. Right, nav.
Left, transition level, flight level 70. Turbulence may be experienced on all runways. Surface wind 260, 20 knots, visibility 10 kilometer or more. No cloud detected, temperature +7, dew point.
Okay, so I've identified, I know the Morse code for Bovingdon, I've used it a lot.
Acknowledge receipt of information.
Dash dot 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 dash dot dash dot. Perfect. It also carries the ATC arrival information, as you can hear.
1120, automatic, arrival runway 27 left, transition level, flight level 70. Turbulence may be experienced on all runways.
So there's also a radio call in the middle of that as well.
0 knots.
Now what I'm going to do is just mute the nav channel. I've identified that as working for later on. Going to come another few degrees left en route to the destination. So, okay. A little summary about in the basic service. Of course, you can see how it's easy to miss a radio call when you are busy, perhaps identifying a Morse code for a VOR or something else in the cockpit. Is just to intercept the M1 motorway and use that easy navigation then to find the landing site. I'm too far left. Not too bad. I will want to talk to Cranfield, so I'm going to try and get a switch over of them as we go along here. Luton Helicopter Echo Lima, I'd like to switch now. Cranfield, please, 122.855.
Golf Echo Lima, free to change breed, you can squawk 7000, radar service, 10 minutes, bye-bye.
Squawk 7000 and change in route, many thanks, bye-bye. So I'm going to go ahead and put the VFR 7000 button on the transponder. Once again, change this. I'm getting quite a lot of interference on that channel as well, so see what's going on at Cranfield today. Now, what's the wind saying? So, I've got 260, 35 knots apparently, hence the ground speed down at about 70. 65 to 70 knots. going to try direct to then. Direct to... Do I get to search the airports? I can't remember. Let's try a waypoint. Select a waypoint. There we go. EGTR for Elstree later. And I'm just going to activate it. Just to see what's happening. I can reprogram that a bit later. I'd like to put in the VOR interceptor really to show you guys how it works. But for the moment I'm getting close to our landing spot, only about 6 miles to go. I'm going to go ahead and give Cranfield a call. Cranfield, good morning, Helicopter Golf India Charlie Echo Lima, request basic service.
Golf India Charlie Echo Lima, Cranfield approach, pass message.
Golf India Charlie Echo Lima, Robinson 66, 1 on board out of Elstree, sir, en route to private landing site M1 Junction 13. I've got about 6 miles to run now, just parting Flitwick at this time, 1500 feet, QNH 1014 for the basic service.
Golf Echo Lima, basic service, Cranfield QNH 1014.
QNH 1014, thanks, basic service, Golf Echo Lima.
Golf Echo Lima, report letting down junction 13 for a wind check. The circuit is active left hand, runway 21.
Copied, left hand 21, Wilco, Helicopter Echo Lima.
Craft approach, hello, Golf Charlie Tango, Sierra Mark, Standard J40, departing via the downwind leg now, 3000 feet, requesting a basic service. Golf Charlie Tango, Sierra Mark, Craft approach, basic service. Basic service, Golf Charlie Tango, Sierra Mark.
Just a few miles to run then I can begin to think about trying to find the landing site. It should be just to the north of the motorway. Wind looks like it's going to be about 24, 250. Some smoke and a wind turbine over to the left there. But Cranfield Airport being only 2.5 to 3 miles away, their wind check will be very useful for me today. Just going to come around to the right slightly. I'm going to go ahead and put can't remember how to put the photo on. Never mind, I don't need it. Should be able to see the R22 on the ground there that I'm picking up anyway. My colleague's flown in. Okay, everything's off. No frictions are on, and I'm going to go to SAS only now. And begin to hand fly.
Golf Echo Lima, traffic just roll in runway 21 to make a low level left hand circuit as a Cherokee.
Copied, Helicopter Echo Lima. So I'm going to start bringing some speed back. I can see my landing site. I'm a little high and steep. I've got plenty of time to sort it out here, especially with the brisk wind. Now the Garmin's telling me the wind's 280. Feels like it's further around to the left for the time being, but really the way in here and the way out is it's not tricky, but you just gotta be cautious of the motorway, obviously. 60 knots. Landing checks complete. Helicopter Echo Lima, letting down junction 13.
Golf Echo Lima, service doing the Cranfield 260 degrees, 18 knots.
Many thanks, Golf Echo Lima, and I believe I'm departing in about 5 minutes. I'll give you a call on the climb out.
Golf Echo Lima, roger.
So I'm going to have a
Caution,
slight crosswind
terrain,
from the left.
terrain.
50 knots of airspeed.
Caution, terrain, terrain.
Just going to retrim.
Caution, terrain, terrain.
Got wires running down the right, but they're well out of my way. Just see the rotors of the R22 now. And here we are. Let's get stable in the hover, retrim. Okay, so a bit of a breeze, but nothing too bad really. Nice look around. I know this site from before, a bit soft ground, so I'm just going to move up slightly. Park myself on the grass for a couple of minutes while I wait for my colleague. Just go
Cranfield approach, Golf Charlie Tango, 0 Kilo, request basic service.
Okay.
Climbing to 2,700 feet, Golf 0 Kilo.
I'm just going to wait for colleague here. Frictions are going on. SAS is going off. Now I'm not going to be staying, so make some space for him to get in. I'm just going to jot down my landing times as well.